Alright, I'm just going to be very honest. I'm going to be naked. I'm going to be candid with you about a major flaw that I have had in my life and in my relationships. But before I go into that, I'm gonna downplay it just a little bit, and I'm going to give some explanation as to why I did these things, and then I will just be accountable for it. Okay, so I'm a type A personality. You know, I'm very strong. I know what I want. I like to make things happen. I'm the eldest of 4 kids. I'm part Latina. My mom is Latina. She's Mexican and Spanish and Jewish and Indian. And then I have a dad who's Irish, Czechoslovakian, French. I mean, that's a lot of passion for one body to carry. That's a lot of emotion and intensity. Okay, now that I've thought of every excuse I could possibly come up with, bottom line is like, yes, I'm type A. Yes, I like to be in control. And yes, I like to be a leader. And yes, I like to be the boss. Even as I was a child, my dad's nickname for me was Arica the Boss. Arica the Boss. Because, like, if me and my cousins and my sister were playing in a game, I bossed them around. It was like, no, we don't play the game this way, we play it this way. So it's been something I've done all my life. And so there are parts of it that's really good, and then there are parts of it that are not so well. So I want to talk about how this queen of control, me, I have let this creep into my relationships in the past, and it has really sabotaged me big time. Seriously. One thing that I've shared that has been a challenge for me is being in the moment. I've lived in Los Angeles, I've lived in big cities where you're always thinking about, like, what's next, gotta go. And so in LA, if you're with your friends or anything like that, it's just common. Everyone's going to be on their BlackBerry, they're going to be on their iPhone. It's how we do life there, right? So being in the moment is quite rare there. So I found that even in my dating life, like, I have been the same way in relationships, even on dates, where I'm just not in the moment, and the little queen of control kicks in. So relationships or dating would look like this. Okay, you ready? I would be out on a date with a guy or be with my boyfriend, and in my head, it's just like, grrr. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, those shoes are bad, the hair is bad, they really should whiten their teeth, that outfit is just not cutting it, and, oh, did you see the way he's slouching like that, and, oh man, I mean, the way he just said that sentence, the way that his grammar was really off, or, oh man, his table manners are so bad. I can't believe he didn't even open the door for me. Like, okay, so if you can imagine being in a relationship with a woman like that or dating a woman like that, it's just like, like the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone, kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So, when I was dating guys, I wouldn't necessarily, like, come out and say those things, but my mind would just be spinning, just constantly. Now, part of that is I do have an eye. I have an eye for image, and I can look at a girl, I can look at a guy and go, you know what, they just changed that hair color a little bit. If, whiten the teeth a little bit, change the shoes, put on a different style of jeans, polish that up just a bit, fine-tune the makeup, bring the makeup down. I have an eye for that stuff, and I'm okay with that. I should do image consulting as well or something. But when it comes into relationships, it's not always the place to be doing it. And so while I was dating these guys, I wouldn't say that, but in my mind, sometimes I'd be thinking these things, And then the more comfortable I got with my guys, like in a relationship, it would start to come out. The control queen, the queen of control, would just start seeping out, and to where I would say, I really don't like those shoes. Those shoes are really bad. Or, are you going to wear that today? Oh, okay. Oh, Or, yeah, I'm not digging that hat. And it just would go on and on and on. So as you can imagine, being with a woman like that can wear a guy out. And so I saw a pattern in my life where I was just constantly sabotaging myself with the men in my life. And the bottom line was I couldn't enjoy these men. I was so caught up in this queen of control thing that I couldn't just be in the moment with them. I couldn't appreciate them for who they are. It was just all about like, where can I like fix this guy? And that's really, it's sad. Bottom line, it's just sad because you're missing out on a person when you're constantly like critiquing them. And so I realized this. I've been very open with, I'm a big believer in going to counseling. I'm a big believer in getting coaching. And so I don't only offer coaching myself, but I do it as well. I have tons of mentors in my life. I have mentors in Texas. I have mentors here in California. I have people that I go to because I want to keep myself, I want to keep getting better. I don't want to be complacent with my life. And so in the middle of doing coaching and even with my mentors, it was very obvious to all of us that I had a major issue of control. And so I really just started going into that and, seeing where it came in and just really diving in and handling it. And so in dating now, obviously that little monster wants to creep back in there and go, why is he wearing that? Or, oh, why did he do that? Or, and I really, when Miss Queen Control tries to rise up and put her little crown on, I just have to say, you know what? We're not going to go there. We're just going to be in the moment. Because you know what? This guy has an amazing personality. Or, look how sweet this guy is. Or, he's really just trying to make sure that I'm happy on this date. Or look how he's gone out of his way to do that. I really appreciate that. And instead of ripping the guy apart or seeing, where it is that he can fine-tune things, I'm learning more and more to just tell Miss Queen of Control, okay, I think you're beautiful. Hush. Okay. In the moment. You guy. I see you. Okay. You're sweet. You're charming. You're this. And just really being in the moment and appreciating the guy for who he is, and not letting all those distractions of where he can be better, come into play, but just allow the guy to be him and enjoy him. So I'm sure that none of you other women deal with this. I'm sure none of you men deal with this. I'm sure I'm the only one who has dealt with this. So for the sake of you guys, I'm just letting off my steam and just airing out where I've screwed it up, so that just in case you know of other people who may do that and you want to prevent them from doing it, you can kind of send them over to Arica Angelo and just say, oh, I think you should check out this site because she just said something good and you just might want to hear it. Because I know that you wouldn't deal with that. But yeah, Queen of Control. I really had to just tell her to, pack her bags and just, go. Because she has not helped me.